In Ghana, we study religious and moral education. You get the sense there. Not Christian religion or Islamic religion. They study religious and moral education together, RME. Right? Together. There is nothing that separates them. That's where the unity starts. Now watch this. 38 word 4 said, in Ghana, when we go for a meeting and a Christian gives the opening prayer, a Muslim gives the closing prayer. That's beautiful.
What I want to talk, so I know say a lot of people go attack me for these things, but wait, guess what? I don't fucking care.
If it's not for Ghana, as a Nigerian, I would have been running with the impression or the euphoria that the Islamic man or the Muslim man is an enemy by default to a Christian man.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Delphina and I'm super excited returning back to you. So there's this Nigerian guy, most of you knows him very well because I've been posting his video on this very channel. So this time around he is giving a shout out to Ghanaians and he's thanking them for making him, like saving him from first impression, especially when it comes to the Christianity and the Islam. But then let's hear him out, and at the end of it, please drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's watch.
If it's not for Ghana, as a Nigerian, I would have been running with the impression that by default a Muslim hates a Christian as a Christian hates a Muslim. You see, one thing a lot of people don't understand is that by the virtue of being a Nigerian, we have a lot of things defined upside down as in comparison to what it should be. That is exactly what a society that has failed will do to you as an individual. You will continue running around and be thinking that A is B whereas B is A. You continue running around thinking that good is evil whereas evil is good. I'm telling you the truth. You will continue thinking that what is good is evil whereas it's actually what is good that is good. You wouldn't know, and you'll be thinking that evil is good. That is the situation we found ourselves in Nigeria. That's why when we open our mouth to say that as far as Ghana has peace, Ghana can fly to any level. As far as Ghana has peace, let me put it this way: any society that has peace, any society that is known for peace, the sky is their starting point. It is only when they tell themselves we want to stop that they will stop. And as far as I'm concerned, Ghana only stops when they want to stop. If Ghana wants to get to any level, if they want a level above the US, Ghana can achieve it, believe me. You see, a peaceful society is the greatest asset any society can find. A peaceful society is the great. That's why in the old times people go to war because of peace. People go to war because of liberation. Peace is the master of freedom. Peace is the master of truth. When there is peace, peace is an evidence of love in a society. You come to Ghana and you see Muslims and Christians. Like I'm trying to understand these things. I don't know, Ghanaians, please help me out. Come to my comment section and tell me how you people were able to achieve this. I talk about how Ghanaians were able to establish this brotherhood, this strong bond between Muslims and Christians, and they even come to my comment section to make it worse. They put it in such ways that I have no need, like I can't comprehend it, and I keep shouting and I keep saying no way. You hear someone say in my comment section, I'm a Christian but I go to the mosque at so time. You hear someone say I'm a Muslim but we're even waiting for Christmas Day. And then you hear someone say, if I disengage with my Muslim brother, who's going to give me something? There's something they usually write. And I'm like, what mentality? Now this oh my God, Ghanaians. Now I'm drawing a lot of findings from Ghanaians. Listen, this gives you a little hint, a little clue in knowing that what's happening in Nigeria right now is politically driven. It's not natural. It is politically driven. Nigerians, you see that thing I keep telling you people about, a society that has this lust for money. You see, when we say, the love of money is not evil. It is the root of all evil, which means that it is more devilish than the devil itself. I'm telling you the truth. Now, I talked about how Ghanaians were able to establish peace and how they were able to establish so much bond between Muslims and Christians that you can't even separate the religion. You can't even see that they don't define themselves based on religion. I talked about this many months or few years ago, and now look at the genocide happening in Nigeria. It's coming out to the surface. And when I talked about this, a lot of Nigerians never saw this as an asset. As a matter of fact, this is the crux of any development. I don't care your definition of development. I don't care your standard of comparison between a society that is developed. But the fact that a particular society has been able to harness peace to the extent, do you know, when you harness peace to the extent that religious wise, people don't see themselves differently. I mean, that is the crux of the matter when we want to talk about development. And this is owed to the fact that Ghanaians are not money conscious. You see, this is part of the evidence of a non-money conscious man, Ghanaian.
You know, I can testify this because when I was growing up, I also went through the same thing, but coming to Ghana changed my mind. And right now, I'm telling you, I know that it's possible for these two religions to live in peace. But if you are in Nigeria and you've never traveled to, especially Ghana, you will never know that these two religion can ever live in peace. Guys, let's hear from the comment section. Okay, let's hear what Ghanaians think about this video and what is his response. I mean, yeah, because he reacted to their comment. Yeah,
I want to read these comments by Ghanaians to see how Ghanaians actually think. Now, Jonah Boy said, in Ghana we study religious and moral education. You get the sense there. Not Christian religion or Islamic religion. They study religious and moral education together, RME, right? Together. There is nothing that separates them. That's where the unity starts. Now watch this. 38 Word 4 said, in Ghana, when we go for a meeting and a Christian gives the opening prayer, a Muslim gives the closing prayer. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, this unique classic say, but I have Nigerian friends here, Muslim. We're very cool. Even I'm planning Xmas giveaway for them. Very beautiful. Now, Andrew Dapo says, the chief imam here is the most respected person in Ghana. And even pastors go there for his blessing. That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Now, let's go. You see Shogri. Shogri said, in the northern part of Ghana, which is a Muslim-dominated society, the Muslims celebrate Easter more than Christians. Okay, let me go. Jimmy said, bro, my Muslim friends. Okay, my Muslim friend has a spiritual father who's a pastor. That's enough for you. Now, Ramsey Ghana said, Nigerians call stew soup, and they call soup instead stew. So you're very right. That's right. That's right. Now, that is Bray to Nana. Wabena says, me as a Christian, my best choral song is like to Now, George Abo said the same thing. He said the problem is that Nigerians teach Christian religious knowledge and Islamic religious studies in basic and secondary school, which is not education but an indoctrination. That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. Now, sorry, I'm not reading everyone's, like they're actually very funny and educative ones here. And say we celebrate Eid al-Fitr and Christmas together. That's Ghana for you. That's Ghana for you. We are Christians first before Islam and Christianity. Sorry, we are Ghanaians first before Islam and Christianity. That's very beautiful. Now, Abbas Donko said, what you need to understand is we are all brothers and sisters from another mother. Preach, my brother. And for religion, freedom of preach, my brother. Then AKC77, my Ghanaian sister said, we wear the white jalabi to 31st night church. And that's he said, in fact, they follow up to dance and we move from church to church. After we go to buy wakie, that's mostly made best by Muslims in the morning and eat together. This is love. You see, love begets peace. Do you understand? And this is exactly what God wants. Alright? Now, say the user 559 said, as I'm watching, I'm fanning Amelia fire for roadside. I want to buy cocoa and kosa to eat. Our best mothers are Muslim women in Ghana. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, Peace Seeker said, even in the university, I read a course called Religion in Africa. The lecturer was a Muslim and never looked down on any of the religions. I even fell in love with African traditional religion. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, say we were Christians years ago. We lived in Muslim community during my sister's child outdooring. They came to help us prepare for the occasion, cooking, cleaning, etc. Beautiful. This by grace. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, 1, 2, 3. Grace Bound SN said, it's weird how my Muslim friends celebrate Christmas more than me. They actually push me out to go check. Oh man. Now that was boy. He said, I chop street people's meat this Xmas. They have started counting days for Salah. Now, Muhammad Ahmed Ayuwa Bakayoko said, I'm a Muslim, but I attended Christian school from 1989 to 2000. Freeman Methodist Church, Freeman Methodist School. Evidence. That's beautiful. Religious and moral education by the Morning Star. Now, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Ghanaians, I love these guys. I love these guys. Ah man. He said, I know a pastor in Ghana who has beautiful. That's beautiful, but that's coming.
Wait, I want to talk, so I know say a lot of people go attack me for these things, but wait, guess what? I don't fucking care. At this point, I'm begging Ghanaians to loan us Akufo-Addo. Make they borrow Akufo-Addo, no go put them for Nigeria, make it the rule Nigeria, because Nigeria, that president will get now, that Tinubu, trust me, I don't know whether deaf and dumb better pass that president. I swear to God, he's fucking useless. Absolutely useless. Just there, so if he go ahead, nothing will happen. Nothing. You know, understand? I've already talked this a long time. Say the problem of Nigeria, and the Northerners. No, be all of them or the terrorists. They are the problem of Nigeria. Inside Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria that giving Nigeria a bad name outside Nigeria is the Igbo people. You understand? Why the Yoruba people are playing both sides? You see, and Yoruba people are playing both sides. The Yoruba man, they are playing both sides. They go follow the Northerners small, follow the Igbo people small. They're there everywhere. And I don't dangerous pass. Yoruba people, I don't dangerous pass. But regardless, all this way they do so, we need to come together and work together and make Nigeria work. Even the same that Nigeria divide on three. Same with the both divide three. Say Igbo day, Yoruba day, Hausa day. And they tell you, say, the Hausa people will still not let Yoruba people rest. They will not let the Igbo people rest. They will still come and be terrorizing these two countries. You know, understand? So the best that just come together and work together. You know, understand? Because right now I don't tire, my brother. I don't tire. Every bad thing will happen for Ghana. They target us Nigerians. Inside Nigeria too, they see the tweet everywhere, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, Instagram, everywhere, that we do everywhere. Wait till happen. I don't tire, and I'm forced to be a Nigerian. Is it a cost to be a Nigerian? Say you be Nigerian, if you go anywhere, inside one room, where are you from? The moment you just say Nigeria, the whole room will go quiet. If you inside your own country too, SARS not gonna allow you rest, police not gonna allow you rest, court is not gonna allow you rest, S-men not gonna allow you rest. Is it a crime to be a Nigerian? Come on, now wow, I'm not gonna lie for you, now wow. Therefore, Ghana here, to get common job, to get house rent, to get house you go rent, because to be Nigerian, you go sweat like this. You go sweat. Go this side color, they talk about Nigerians, They don't even Nigerian. They talk down on Nigeria. They say Nigerian. They talk terrible things about Nigerians. You just hide your face because of waiting. The condition make a fish bend. They say motor jam, not the way take no plate number. Nigerians, every time with the form, now we smart pass, now we do arrogant, now we do rugged pass. Now time don't reach, we go rugged and give our government. Time don't reach, we go the turn, now we sharp pass, we go sharp give our government. Nobody to get there, and they say, Nigeria go buy Ghana, Nigeria go do this one, Nigeria go do that. Time don't reach, we go show our government, say now we dey in power. No be the government. Oh, that's small Ghana, that's small this. Okay, Nigeria way big, where would they, where we be giant of Africa, we go control our government. Because like this, I don't tire. Talk to a person for another country, maybe your country. Just mention Nigeria. Say they block you, or they be careful of you, or they look you one kind of eye. For your own country too, you know if you work out freely, okay, I can't say fuck the world. I'm going to my own country. They no kidnap you. Police go arrest you. They no arrest you, court is go worry you. The court is no worry you, every S-man if you come bomb where you dey. or they kidnap you. What's up? What's up?
At this point, Nigerians have gotten to the point that the rejected stone in Ghana is the one they are requesting to have. Can you imagine what this guy is saying? Ghanaians should please, he's on his knees begging Ghanaians to loan them Nana Akufo-Addo. That was the ex-president, right? That Ghanaians are saying he did not do well. And that's what Nigerians are requesting Ghanaians should, loan them. You see what this country has become now. Look at what we have become. Is the chaff, the chaff, the remnant, the kamzo. That's what we are requesting in our country. I don't even know what to say at this point, guys, but this is where we are seeing ourselves as the giants of Africa. It's painful though, but what can I do, guys? Everything that has a beginning also has an end. I've come to the end of my video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do also like, subscribe to the channel, share this video to as many eyes out there. I believe they will watch and learn from it. I love you always. Bye bye.